Ready to peel back the layers of love, sex, and everything in between? Welcome to Love Soul Connection, where we get down and dirty with the nitty gritty of intimacy. Join us as we ignite the spark, untangle the knots, and discover the secrets to truly epic love. Get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe even blush a little. Let's get intimate. Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Love Soul Connection, your one stop shop for all things steamy and sensational. When we get married, we always have a lot of questions on how life is going to be, how our partner is going to turn out, what to expect, how will our in laws be, will we get respect or not, will we be loved or not, what compromises will we have to make. Do all these questions also bother you? They did bother me a lot. And today I want to share 5 things I wish that I knew before getting married. Today, let's embark on this candid conversation of these 5 nuggets of wisdom I wish I had before tying the knot, specifically which are related to intimacy, which no one talks to us about. Our parents don't talk to us about it. Teachers are shy, they are laughed at, and it is still like a stigma, a taboo subject. But it is not. It is an important part of our life. It is going to be an important aspect of our marriage. And so, buckle up because we are about to delve into the real talk of love and connection. The first thing I wish someone had told me was this, that communication is the key to intimacy. The first lesson is this, because communication is non negotiable. I wish I had understood that talking about desires, fears, and expectations isn't just encouraged, it is vital for building a strong foundation of intimacy. The realization that I had was this, that it took me a while to grasp that true intimacy begins with words, the unfiltered, raw, and honest kind that nurtures a connection beyond the physical. When I got married, there was this hesitation talking to my husband. What do I like? What do I not like? We all face it, we all go through it. And especially as women, because we are taught that we are not supposed to utter a word, we are just supposed to tolerate the way a husband treats us. But I realized that with words, I could communicate to my husband what I wanted in the relationship. It was easy because he was the kind who would reciprocate that. And just the words, the right words, always started becoming helpful for us to go further on this journey of intimacy. In the beginning, there were a lot of arguments and fights, but then slowly, as these words, this communication started improving between us, the relationship also became much better. And I hope that someone would have told me that. The second thing is that emotional intimacy is equally, if not more, important. Physical intimacy is fantastic, of course. Who doesn't want it? But how I wish I had truly comprehended the depth of emotional intimacy. It's that glue that holds everything together. Sharing feelings, dreams, and vulnerabilities creates a bond that withstands the test of time. So I was very ambitious and I wanted to share with my husband that I want to work, I want to grow, I want to do so much more in life. And I was slowly building that emotional connection with him, which no one told us about. That emotional connection needs to be worked upon every day, every single day. And the learning curve for me was that as I navigated the waters of marriage, I discovered that emotional intimacy is actually the heartbeat of a lasting connection. It's the secret ingredient that transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary memories. And I was able to do that slowly, steadily, because we both worked on our emotions. And I built this bond where we decided that we are not going to argue, we are not going to sleep on two sides of the bed. And that happens only when you work on your emotional intimacy. When you make that decision that you are going to have a strong, deep bond and love between each other. The third thing is prioritize quality over quantity. In the excitement of newlywed bliss, it's easy to focus on quantity, the frequency of intimate moments, the number of times that you end up making love or being together or holding hands. But spoiler alert, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. I wish I had embraced this idea that a few deeply connected moments they surpass a multitude of rushed encounters. And the epiphany was this, that the magic lies in being present, in cherishing each touch and gaze, transforming routine into a symphony of shared emotions. And that is something which I learned. My husband used to tell me that, Meeta, focus on the present. Try and think of what we have today. Remember this touch. Remember the way I am making you feel today. Forget about what has gone. And that was so extremely important. And we started focusing more on the quality of the time that we spent together. So we started making this effort that we have to take time out, and every few days or like once in a month we have to spend time together and keep working on our intimacy. And that was something which I learned then. Point number 4, it's okay to explore and communicate desires. The wonderful world of desires. I wish I had known earlier that expressing desires and exploring together isn't just about permissions, it's also essential. Understanding each other's needs and being open to exploration enhances the intimacy journey. So, what I discovered over time was that creating a space for shared exploration helped us not only in physical closeness, but also a sense of adventure was created in our connection, because we started working on how we want to spend more quality time together. We would go out for our trips. We would talk about our desires, sometimes have those naughty talks. And that comfort was built over time. It didn't happen overnight, but we both worked on it, and we wanted that intimacy to always be very exciting. And a lot of our friends used to say that, God, you guys are inseparable, and how come you don't get bored of each other? And the answer was in that emotional intimacy that we had built over time, that we always found ways to make it exciting and get out of the monotony of life. Point number 5, it's a continuous growth journey, and it is together that you do it. So, marriage isn't a stagnant pond, it's a flowing river. And I wish I had embraced the idea of continuous growth, both individually and as a couple. As we evolve, so does our intimacy. So, embracing change together fosters a connection that remains vibrant and resilient. Recognizing that personal and relational growth go hand in hand has been a game changer, even in my life, infusing our intimacy with freshness and vitality. It's important that you understand that you both have to grow together. And this is something, again, which no one tells us. Our parents don't tell us that you both have to grow together for the relationship to grow. When you both have that connection with each other, then that relationship is going to grow. And so it is a realization that came with time. And I'm so glad that it happened, that we could work on our freshness, and the quality of our intimacy was always intense and deep and passionate and desirable at the same time. So, in conclusion, the journey of intimacy is a continuous learning experience. I wish I had known these five things, but the beauty lies in the ongoing discovery. So, future married friends, are you listening? Please listen very carefully. May your journey be filled with love, laughter, and a deep understanding of the dance that I call intimacy. So, do share your insights on intimacy, on marriage. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember these 5 points, which are very critical. And if you are starting your journey of marriage, then I hope that you can work on all these points and keep working on your journey and take it forward and build it into a beautiful, intimate relationship. Until next time, stay sexy, stay curious, and stay connected.